a writer, I'm looking for somebody who brings everything to the table. You know, who brings art, who brings their vision, and particularly who bring their brain to the table, so that they're aware of what they're doing and they're making conscious choices.
All right, test, test.
I don't have a lot of patience for people who feel like they're downloading from the cosmos. You know, just like, that's how it came out. Okay, great. Now let's make it better. But, you know, just writing from a place of understanding rather than from a place of fear, where you're just grateful for any idea that comes along and you don't want to change it because you don't know how. You know, it's not about the ideas, it's about how you support the ideas.
What up? What up? What up? What up? What up? Hey, wise old bird. How's it going? Good to see you. I don't know if I've met you yet. Have I met you yet? I apologize if I have and I forgot. But it's good to see you. Glad you're here. So, let's do some KEDA PRs and then let's get into some Rust for Kubernetes. Rust for Kubernetes. Yeah, that's going to be interesting. Oh, pretzel. Did I forget to pay my pretzel bill? I might have. Anyway, that's all good. That's all good for today. Let's do, let's finish up a KEDA PR first. This one. Oh, did someone comment? Let's go here. Let's go back in here. You've been here before? I apologize, I forgot you. Good to have you here. Thank you for joining today. All right. We're going to check out this. I have not finished this yet. So go fumped. Oh, I also think, you know what? I also think I have to fix some conflicts in this massive PR that I submitted. That's mostly because it's my fault, but I have been dragging my feet. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. All right, we'll get to that. We might not get to that today because I don't want to do that right now. I want to fix this and then I want to write some Rust. Let's be honest. Don't nobody want to do merge conflicts. Let's just be completely honest about that. Source KEDA. We'll open up VS Code. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. We're gonna close all the things here. Okay. So I need to review what I did. What did I actually do in this PR? I think what I need to do is get rid of the go vet check inside of the pre-commit. Now, where is that? Workflows, build tools, maybe? What did I do? I need to check out what I did. I actually need to like figure out what did I do. So I think we need to get rid of this because the other stuff, what is the GoLint CI does go vet. This is all different now than what I had been messing with before. Is that somewhere else? Golang CI, Golang CI, duh, okay. Yeah, govet is right there. So if we're gonna check out where we call Golang CI, it might just happen as a separate, like not in GitHub, not sure. But let's try this. Let's just try Fossa, no. Build tools, no. V2 build, maybe. It's in pre-commit config. We're gonna just get rid of govet. That's fine. Okay. Go fumps. No more govet. I'll put a note here. Note: we don't need to run the govet check here because it's already run in the Golang CI, already run in Golang CI. Okay. Plain and simple. All right. That might be all we need to do, actually. Ooh, let's just make sure it passes. Oh. What happened? I must have merged. Oh boy. Alrighty. This is gonna be a mess. Oh, what have I done? What the fuck have I done? Did I break everything? Oh, you know what I'm gonna do? I've messed this up so many times. Git checkout. Go fumps 2. We're going to check it out with an upstream of go fumped. We are going to make the change here again so I don't have to deal with a big rebase and a conflict, dealing with the conflicts. Notes, just write this note again. Don't need to run go vet check here because it's already done by Golang CI. Okay. Not running go vet and pre-commit. Okay. We're gonna push up to go fumped. Wow. Okay. Apparently I need to do that. What's the problem here? Check out this branch. What the fuck? What's happened? Updates were rejected because a push branch tip is behind its remote counterpart. Check out this branch and integrate the remote changes. Git rebase. Origin go fumped. It's already done. Origin go fumped. I don't know what the hell I'm doing here. I totally missed something. I totally am missing something. This is what happens when you're out for like a week and you still have no brain, I guess. Main, pull down main, git remote v. Okay, so that's fine. Get branch, go fumped and go fumped 2. Let's start all over. Let's just start brand new. Okay, get fetch, get checkout, go fumped, origin, go fumped. Okay, now we have it open. I'll just do one at a time here. We're going to check this in, not running go vet and pre-commit. Actually, we're gonna just have to check it in here. Git commit, not running go vet and pre-commit, because I have to sign the commit. Git push dash F. Well, let's see if this works first. That worked. Honestly, I don't even know what the hell I did to make it work, but it worked. So didn't have to push dash F. That's always nice, I guess. So let's wait for the static checks to run. And hopefully we can cross this off the list. Now this is going to be a whole thing. A whole thing that we'll have to deal with. Oh, another day. Another day is when we're going to deal with that thing. Because damn, I don't want to deal with it right now. Come on, you can do it. I know you can do it. Let's keep the notifications Chrome up there and go back here. Okay. Fossa. Meanwhile, maybe I can pay my bill so we don't get those notifications. Now there's a new interface. What is happening? How do I pay my bill? Pretzel. Dear Pretzel, how do I pay my bill now with your new interface? That's it. I am a premium subscriber. Whatever. I might go over. Twitch has a new service now. It's like Twitch Music for Streamers beta. I might go over to use that anyway. Just gotta have some tunes. That's all. So while that's running, let me go over and review what's going on in the Rust world. We got a repo made. This is the new KEDA Core repo that's going to have all the things. It's going to have... Actually, let's go to the issue that started this whole thing. First class support. That's the issue name. Okay. This architecture diagram started the whole thing. So we have a repo now to build this architecture out. KEDA is KEDA, that's already there. We're gonna build this operator, this interceptor, and this metrics. So I haven't committed to this yet. I've just been doing all the work against my fork of it. And there's my fork. We've got this PR getting started. So the main thing is here. Oh, it's already in the PR too. Great. So the main thing is the interceptor counts number of pending HTTP requests. There might be a fleet of these, so you have to have some way to funnel all of the HTTP queue sizes, pending queue sizes for each interceptor process, and funnel that in near real time, preferably near real time, over to here to the scalar metrics. And we did a big thing in this PR. Me and two of my coworkers. Shout out to Aaron Wislang and Lucas Santos, by the way. I don't believe either of them do a lot of streaming, but shout out to them anyway. Somewhere in here we wrote up this big old diagram, this big old document. Where the hell is it? Maybe it's at the top. I know you're somewhere in here. I know you are. It's like in the scaler. Yeah, there we go. Queue size. We drew up this big old document. Is it in here though? There it is. Yeah, so we drew up this big old document on how to do that. I'm not going to implement it today though, because I promised them that I'd do some pairing with them next week to implement this. Plus, I have a bunch of work to do on this operator. This is the one that's in Rust. I've been thinking about how do I justify having it in Rust. I have some ideas, but instead today I'm just gonna press on. So for now though, what the hell happened to this? Is everything passed? I think everything's passed. Hide all checks, show all checks. There were a ton more checks before. Anyway, all right, whatever. Oh, is this one okay? This one's okay. Code scanning is fine, validate PR. I am just going to assume, since a lot of these pass, like the FOSSA one, I think it's okay. Static checks pass too, so. Fix up the go vet. Pre-commit check. Actually, I removed. And things seem better now. Please take a look. Okay, so we can put that in the rear view for today at least. I've got to go over and I can mark this down as a notification. We can go in here. Oh, this third, oh yeah, this is the issue for one I was showing about the HTTP stuff. You know what? I'm just gonna take a little side note. What do I have to do on the Athens PRs? 3 days. These are old. I need to get back to this. Oh, that's one that I was trying to get in. That's good. That's merged. Cool. I need to get back to these. I'm probably gonna do that tomorrow. I just need to make some notes here on what I need to do in the old legal pad. All right, so move the mouse here. So we need to do KEDA HTTP client PR fix conflicts. I'm like writing over here and microphoning over here. And we also need to do Athens reviews. That'll be tomorrow. Okay. Close that down. Let's focus now. Let's focus on the Rust stuff. Get rid of that. We've got some Rust going on. We have an operator. How far did I get on this? So I can now do cargo build bin operator. And it's going to do the thing. Also, yes, I figured out, I found this post. I figured out how to do faster, like much faster, Docker builds for this Rust business. If that'll even load. That's not going to load, is it? Do I have internet? Oh, there it is. Sorta. It's just slow. And I also have a make file to Docker build the operator. Yeah. All right. So let's Docker build the operator. Docker build operator. Really? Ah, that's because. Also, let's fix my Starship config while all of these things are building. I think I have a problem with the Rust. Yeah, Starship config. Can open up a new one of those. Rust prefix. Configuration. We're going to head over to Rust. I think this is a pretty simple fix. Format via blah, blah, blah. Let's just take it out. We don't even need it because we've got that little Rust crab. We should be good to go. default Rust plugin. I don't know what the hell to do with the hyper and the ZSHRC. I'm not going to deal with that right now. Kill pane 1, yes. So inside of Docker, we're doing a big old build. Q, that's funny. And we've got these, we've got a planner stage, which is going to prepare dependencies. We cache the dependencies, then we build the app. So that all of these, unless I change dependencies, these will just be cached forever. Oh, wise old bird. Starship is a shell prompt. If you're familiar with like Oh My ZSH, it's sort of like that. It's built with Rust, so it tends to be a little bit faster. But I mean, that's not really why I use it. Like, how fast do you really need a shell, unless we're talking about orders of magnitude, which it is not orders of magnitude faster than Oh My ZSH. But what is pretty cool about it is plugins. The plugins are nice. Oh My ZSH, of course, has more plugins, but these plugins are nice, and they're really oriented towards programmers, like less so like DevOps engineers or whatever, but more like people who are writing pure code. It sounds a little bit elitist. What am I really trying to say? I guess it's just a slightly more focused and trimmed down Oh My ZSH. And it has, the reason I keep saying like pure code is because the plugins for programming languages are super solid. Like, I've used the Go, the Swift, I've used the Lua, the Go, the Swift, the Java, the Helm. Helm's not really a programming language, it's Kubernetes. I've used the Kubernetes plugin, the Go plugin, obviously the Rust plugin, and I believe I've used the Dart plugin as well. So they're all fairly solid. Oh, I've used the Python one too. And they're all very solid. They have good defaults, batteries included kind of thing. So I've used a lot of these. I've used the Docker one too. So pretty easy to install too, because it's Rust, it's a single binary. That is my TED Talk. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk about Starship. Let's close some of those tabs. Broken. Do I need to pull? Because I fixed this on my laptop. Apparently I did not fix this on my laptop. Step 19 of 20. Copy from builder app, no such file or directory. Slash app. Did I put it from builder? Did I put it somewhere wrong? Workter app from builder. That's here. Copy builder slash app. No such file or directory. I wonder if I need to, yeah, bin operator. So it might be that. Now, are we going to get a much faster build? Yeah, look at all that caching. Oh, yeah. Oh, it can be super slow. I've never really had any problems with efficiency. I haven't pushed Oh My ZSH that far, though, so that might be why. Check out Starship. Pretty easy to install, honestly. It's like if you have homebrew, it's brew install. They have apt support. They have I think they have a lot of other support for a lot of other package managers around the OS ecosystem. There it is. All right. I want to put a little bit of logging in so I can see what's actually happening in this operator. Main.rs. We are going to go and check out here. So we get back a reconciliation. The app is where? Here. We need to reconcile the app. And over here, we are running a reconciler. It owns child object K owns and be notified when they change. This type child must have owner references set to point back to K. You can customize the parameters used by the underlying watcher. Okay, so we reconcile reconciler future. Okay. Right. Context T. So the reconciler takes in an app. Reconciling app. That might do it. Can't log. Can I do this? App doesn't implement display. I can derive that, I believe. Did I not derive it? Oh, it's because of app spec. App.spec. App is generated by that macro. Okay. Okay. It should implement debug. We need to go check out the cube. Docs.rs cube. And I think we're using a higher level abstraction than this. I wish I had put a link to docs. That would have been nice. Client, runtime, API, generic API abstraction. Controller. Okay, where is the controller? Kube runtime. That's where it is. Maybe there's a submodule of this. Hey, Alt F4, thank you so much for that raid. I'm sorry I couldn't stay in your stream for too long. I had to go work on some Rust. This is a project for work. And Mario Caesar, thanks so much for the follow. Welcome in. Welcome in. And the Kurasin. I don't think I said that right. The Kuraskin. Thank you so much for the follow as well. Welcome everybody. Glad to have you in here. We are working on this. This is an Afroman. Tuki. Thank you both for the follow as well. What up, Codephobia? Good to see you again. Good to see you again. Good to see all of you. Thank you all for being here. AT Ota. Thank you for the follow. Also, much appreciated. So yeah, we are working on this today. This is at the highest level. This is a way to have dead simple auto-scaling containers inside of Kubernetes. So this person here should not see any of this and will not see any of this. The basic thing is you've got this thing that you submit a little YAML file to called a custom resource definition. And it takes care of setting up all the other things, all of this, so that when an HTTP request comes in, it funnels down, blah, 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 makes its way to your container, which is here. And then this component here, which I did not build, although this project is part of the project that builds this, this auto scales it via this CRD. There's a ton of stuff going on here, but really all we need today is to focus in on this, and this thing has to care about this. So I'm just trying to figure out how do you get this to find this and then notice when it changes. Scott91 and Pinot Noir Superstar, thank you for the follow. Much appreciated. Yeah, so today, this project, I've been working on this project for a couple months. This is going to be quite a long project, so we're working on it for a while. So. Oh, Alt4, thank you so much for the follow. Haha, not the follow. Even better. You did not have to do that, but I really appreciate that sub. You really did not have to do that. I am just so thankful that y'all are here. So thank you so much. Oh, you had to set your sub to manual because you have 50 plus renewing each month. I get that. Yeah. Well, I appreciate you. I really do. Thank you so much for being here. for everyone, I appreciate you all just being here. You do not have to subscribe. I just want to be really clear about that. I really want to be clear about that. I appreciate all you just being here, interacting, just having fun with me. Whether it's writing Rust, YAML engineering, talking about keyboards, which we do a lot in this stream, write and go, whatever it is, I just appreciate all of you being here. So, the subscription is just, thank you so much. And I'm blown away by the love. So thank you all. Thank you all. And especially thank you all for. All right. Yeah, so we got to get back to some Rust. So app is coming in, and I don't know what is app, because it gets auto implemented. Doesn't implement display. Oh, display. I think I can implement display then. Will it do it then? Will you do it then? Cannot be format. Oh. I can do this then. There it is. I can probably take out this. So we've got an app, and oh, this is broke. I don't think we even need a client, but it's fine. We'll leave that for now. We've got an app that's coming into the reconciler, but we've also got this thing, this deal where we own the deployments API, but we don't get notified when a deployment changes, which we would like to. We might have to start up another reconciler for that too. Let me write that down here. Put that here. We might need to start other reconcilers for the other resources that an app owns. Not sure how that works. All right. So I do want to pull up the docs for this whole dealio of like controller new, blah, blah, blah. How do you find that? Is this whole thing one operator? Is there more stuff involved? Let me go back to here. There. All the Rust I'm writing is going to be part of this. So the job of this is to sit back in the background and watch for new apps to come in or someone to change an app. Watch for CRUD. So the CRUD on the apps happens outside the operator. That's just, the app is a signal to the operator that it needs to create or change or delete. It needs to CRUD an app. And what CRUDing an app means is the operator has to go out and change the Kubernetes service, deployment, scaled object, ingress object. Those are the 4 that it has to deal with for now. There might be more later, but the app is like the wrapped up abstraction over all of those things. And that's the operator. It does that, and it does that hopefully well. Not yet. It doesn't do shit yet, but hopefully well in the future it will do that. So that's all the Rust I'm writing in this directory. The CLI is separate. It's not even built right yet, but that's also going to be in Rust. So I think we can make Docker build this again. So yeah, I can, I wonder, did I set this up yet? There it is. So that's, that's not a hugely helpful, I know. It's just a little brief overview. But going in a little bit deeper to Kubernetes, and you probably already knew that in the chat, but going a little bit deeper is that you have a declarative API to all the resources in your cluster of your fleet of N servers. So declarative means, think of SQL. SQL, you don't tell the database how to get the data. You don't write a for loop to filter data or whatever. You just say, give me back the data filtered. With Kubernetes, you say, run this container and give it 10 CPUs and run it over 5 different nodes, whatever, something like that. That's a really rough overview, a really rough description of how how that declarative API works, but it'll do the trick for now. So sort of if you go like in parallel, sort of extending that concept over here, it's going to be like when someone says, give me an app that runs this container and I want you to auto scale it and I want you to be around on this subdomain of whatever domain that they have set up, the operator then is going to go and get the app to run. That's what this deployment is. Get it to scale. That's what this scaled object is. And KEDA does the auto scaling for it. And then set up all of the routing and the domain. So that's what the ingress and the service, the ingress controller, the interceptor. There's a bunch of other stuff that's going to happen under the hood that we'll get into, especially to deal with the domain and probably the SSL cert for it. But that's the basic idea, is like I need to make it respond to someone saying, give me an app. And then also when someone changes the app, they're implicitly saying change the app. Changing the app would mean they change up their YAML, because the app is defined in YAML. They change it up, and then after they change it up, they resubmit it up to the operator. And the operator has to see that and deal with that. So we've got a reconciling app. That's cool. Make Docker push operator. Oh, I have to write that. Phony Docker push operator, and now Docker push operator. Docker push /les operator. That's cool. Callow Creation, thank you so much. Welcome in. Thanks for that follow. Docker push operator. Oh, we already have it. Waiting. Oh, do I have to Docker log in? All right. Bring up the old 1Password. Where are you at, 1Password? Do you take forever to launch? There you are. All right, now can we push? We can, and we will. So this is gonna be, oh yeah, that's pretty small. Okay, sweet. The old not having a runtime compiled into your final binary. I like that. It's small. Okay. We gotta get this thing into Kubernetes now, which means we gotta build a Helm chart. So cd operator helm add helm create. It's helm create foo blah blah blah. Takes a path. Okay, I'll just call it chart. Oh, there's not a lot of customization, huh? Whatever. Helm create chart. Sweet. Oh, chart just is dependencies. We don't need that. Sweet. Templates. There's a ton. So I'm pretty sure this will just work out of the box, because all we have to do is say repository // /operator. Yeah. I'm going to just make this a little bit more verbose, because I'm going to forget. KEDA HTTP operator. Hey, Stupak, where the Vim at? I'm not a Vimmer. I'm going against the grain of almost all Twitch streamers, as you know. I'm a VS Coder. Alt F4 is a VS Coder also. So I'm in good I'm in good company, I mean. But yeah, how's it going? It's been a minute. I've been out. I've been American Thanksgiving-ing, which means overeating, basically. And I ate like there's this, I don't know if you live in the US. There's Costco, the big warehouse kind of like grocery superstore thing. You buy a membership, and then there's yeah, okay, you know Costco. Yeah, so we got this Costco a Costco size like chocolate box of all these different kinds of chocolates. And it's like it's cheap, but it's so good. Like the chocolate is so good. I don't know how they do it, but anyway, I ate the whole box. It was probably like 40 chocolates or something. So that's where I'm at. That's what I'm working with these days. Make Docker build operator Docker push operator. Okay. Yeah, right. Hey, Afroman, what's up? Docker. I thought I Docker build. Oh yeah, it's because I need to go one up. There we go. Let me guess what that is, Stupak. Yeah. Is that you? Is that yours? That's nice. That is really nice. Yeah. Afroman, school and job searching. What are you looking at? What kind of job are you looking for? And what are you going to school for? Yeah, Stupak, that's nice. That is nice. That's really nice. Not doing Advent of Code in Rust because I gotta do this stuff. But Monday, Advent of Code in Go with Jennifer. 11 a.m. Pacific. All right. So we should be able to do a Helm now. Phony Helm operator. Whatever. We'll call it that. Helm no, I think it's Helm update, and I can do create or update. Upgrade. There's something in here like create or create if not there, whatever it is. I know it's in here somewhere. I've done it before. I swear. Maybe it's under create and it's update if it already exists. I don't know. Create name. There is a create namespace I need to do in there. Two companies you applied so far is Juniper and Microsoft. You have a full-time offer from Juniper. Recruiter of Microsoft has reached out. Don't know what to specify because you're interested in everything. That's cool. Tell them that. I work there, by the way. Tell them that. Tell them you're interested in everything. Ask them what they've got. What they've got to offer. Because remember, you're not just trying to sell yourself to them. They're trying to sell themselves to you. Microsoft takes pride in being a great place to work with challenging problems and a place to help you grow your skills and career. So, you know, ask them what they've got too. And who else? Yeah, Wise Old Bird. DOS keyboard with keycaps. I've got a bunch of DOS keyboards here. They're bulky. They're bulky, but I love them. I like them because they're bulky and heavy. Yeah, MSFT. Yeah, everything. And you know, we've got C#. There's a lot of C# here. There's a lot of C++ here. There's a decent amount of Go here. There's starting to be some more Rust here. Tons of Python. Tons of TypeScript. I mean, look at the Azure portal, for example. There's tons of TypeScript and JavaScript. I mean, yeah, it's a big cloud company and it's a big software vendor. So there's everything. You're going to work on Windows. You're going to be doing C#, C++, and some Rust. You want to work. There's security work. It's a massive cloud vendor. I mean, that's just Azure. There's also Xbox, there's Office, there's Windows. So there's a lot of maneuverability. There's a lot of stuff to work on. So yeah, ask them. Ask them to kind of, I don't want to say sell you, but ask them what they've got to offer. I think that'd be Nice, you got a Moonlander. I actually, Stupak, I didn't know it owns our studio. That's cool. Um, but yeah, that's rad, Moonlander. I'm still too cheap, wise old bird. To be honest with you, I'll get there. Um, yeah, Stupak, I joined Microsoft the first time right out of college. I didn't really know what I wanted to do. I didn't like, I had researched a little bit, so I knew there was like systems programming and web development and database programming and all that. So I kind of told them like, I'm not sure, but I worked on Office for Mac because I wanted to work on Macs, and I had an offer from Apple. So I was like, I think I want to work on Macs. Like, do you have anything there? So they did, and that ended up being pretty cool and rewarding. But you know, that was kind of a shot in the dark. Not just that I didn't know if they had Mac stuff, but also I was like, I don't know what I want to work on. Maybe Macs, that looks cool. So yeah, I mean, Averman, if you know like, oh, I'm interested in databases or I'm interested in X, even if you don't know if Microsoft has that, ask. Because that's a good point, Stupak. That is a good point. But I do know that they give you more leeway, a lot more leeway as an intern, and some leeway in terms of if you're a brand new, like new grad employee. Nice internship money. Right on, right on. You buy yourself a Christmas gift. That's true. Yeah. If you say everything, yeah, you're gonna get put into marketing or something. But I think if you said like I want to do coding, I think they would be able to give you like a good overview of what they've got in general and what they've got specifically like right now. But yeah, networking related, you can say I want to learn VMs or operating systems, or I want to learn whatever. But yeah, coding in .NET. Okay, if you're fine with everything under software engineering, that's cool. What about, do you have a preference, or does something pique your interest? Operating systems or TypeScript or whatever, graphics. Yeah, what language? Are you interested in cloud stuff? Are you interested in Kubernetes stuff? Are you interested in containers? Those are just things off the top of my head because they're in my wheelhouse. But you could even go, now I'm curious. If you go into here, now check this out. Like, look, you can literally go into here underneath computer systems and computational processors and read. Like, look, this is like a couple paragraphs each. Read and force yourself to choose like 2. Just choose like 2. And this is not even the type of work, or sorry, this is not even the specific profession. This is just the type of work, and you can start there. Yeah, there are units in Microsoft that do consulting, for sure. But I get it. I a lot of times I want to be a master of none too. But you do need to focus on one thing at a time at Microsoft. But people are here for 30 years and they work on all kinds of stuff, and that's totally fine. Most comfortable is Python and C++, but learning Go and work with JavaScript and whatnot. Yeah, being a generalist isn't great always, for sure. But hey, if you're comfortable with Python and C++, say that. If you want to learn more Go, say that. You could say both. They will work with you. They will work with you on making a choice. They do have a lot of rotation, yeah, especially if you're an intern. And they have a good kind of pipeline they'll get you to try to work for them full time after you're an intern. That might be what you're doing now. I didn't quite catch that, Afterman, if you're looking for a job after school or it's an internship. But yeah, just know that if you're If you are an intern or you were an intern, they're going to try to get you to work there full time, which is not a bad, of course, not a bad thing. But I have this experience. I was an intern, then I went there full time, then I left and I came back. It's a good gig. Currently looking for a job in compiles interpreters, doing web backends, tips, jobs that are hard to find. Yeah, I don't know, honestly. I mean, I know, like, okay, there's Amazon. They have a JDK implementation. Facebook has Hack. So the big companies have compiler interpreter jobs. Google has Go, Microsoft, obvious, C#, TypeScript, etc. So the big companies would be a good choice. Just try those out. Apple has Swift. Yeah, good call. In terms of getting into it, I don't know. I don't really know how to get into it other than like start working on open source stuff. But I know that's a cop-out answer. Like not everyone does that. And I can't. Like I could not do that because I have other open source stuff I've got to do. Yeah, now you want to avoid Swift. There you go. Start there. You can start there, Afro Man. So, yeah. But, old bird, if you go, like, let's say you go to Google. I love Go, so this is my answer. And I know folks on the Go team at Google. If you went to Google and you said, hey, I'm interested in Go, that's a start. Even if they don't have open jobs, that's a start. That's a place to go and say, like, well, I want to interview. Full disclosure, I'm interested in Go. So can you keep that in mind? Do you think it's a good idea for me to interview with you guys? So on. Stupak, Microsoft has Q#. I know that. That's a quantum language. And they have an emulator, obviously, for non-quantum machines. So you can try it out. And there is a streamer that does that on stream. Let's see if it pops out. I doubt it will. But maybe it will. There it is. Crazy Pi 314. Oh, there. Great, Streamlabs. Great. Oh, Crazy 4Pi. My bad. There it is. Yeah, so they here's the chat section. Like, you like that? Yeah, they do all kinds of Q# stuff and teach. I think they also teach like quantum concepts and that kind of stuff. It's pretty cool. I know nothing about it, but I can understand about 10% of what's going on in that stream. So. Yeah, so we've got to figure out this Helm stuff. Helm create. Is it Helm create? Update if exists or something like that. I know it exists. I know it. I know it's here somewhere in Helm. I know it. Did I look at upgrade yet? And by the way, that person, Crazy for Pi, works in Microsoft on that quantum team. And obviously I know a lot of streamers that work at Microsoft for obvious reasons. Okay, Helm upgrade. We need create namespace. That's right, Poggers. Yeah, you got it. We definitely need create namespace. Install. That's the one. That's the one. So we need operator. Chart. We need a name. KEDA HTTP operator. Namespace. KEDA HTTP. Do I work in Seattle? Location remotely? No. I live in Portland, and the team I work on is completely distributed / remote. I don't really know what the difference is. distributed around the world. I guess that's why they say distributed. So yeah, our team is distributed around the world. Pre-COVID, I went to Seattle like maybe once every other month or something like that because it's fairly close. It's like a 3-hour train ride. It's a big company, so it's a big company that traditionally was a on-site, in-office company. But as it grew and grew, there were multiple locations around the world, so it had to become more remote and distributed. So it's easy to be distributed on my team and in general at Microsoft, but only on some teams. So some teams now, all teams are completely distributed. Almost all teams are completely distributed. So there's been some growing pains and stuff. I'm digressing. I'm just a complete tangent, but I'm interested to see at Microsoft and outside, I guess, how some of this type of company adapts long term. Do they become more distributed? I know there are a lot of companies that have already said we are going to become like remote optional for everyone and stuff. So it'd be cool to see how that shakes out. Ooh, 2-day workshop on quantum computing in 2 weeks. Nice. Yeah, let me know, Wise Old. That'd be interesting to see because I cannot grok it. It's just it's like a fundamentally different way of thinking that I haven't quite gotten yet. I think I'll get there, but I haven't quite gotten to it yet. Ah, yeah, Avra, man. I used to work at the Mountain View location. It was funny because there was a tiny little Microsoft building, a massive Google campus, and then Microsoft expanded a little bit to another building, to a sixth building, and then Google expanded and built another huge one right next to that sixth one. It's funny. It's like a turf war. But I never looked at the Seattle location. It was always the Mountain View one and then remote the second time around. Okay, let's see. Let's do make helm operator. Let's see how it goes. Let's open up our little dashboard here. Is it gonna work? Yeah. Okay, helm operator. Unknown command. Oh, we need to do helm create update. That's upgrade. That's what it is. Okay. Unknown flag dash name. Maybe that's a positional argument. Yeah, name and then path. All right. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. It does not exist. Let's open up some namespaces. KEDA HTTP. Nice. Okay. Error image pull. Great. The turf war. Yeah. Hey, no worries. Stupak, good to see you. Hope to see you soon. One of your friends at Mountain View is married to someone at Google. Yeah, it's funny. They're two big companies. They're gonna be fine. Like they're competing for sure. They're competing for customers and features and contracts and all that. But for employees of the companies, you've got your stocks and you're interested in the company succeeding. But this isn't a contrary to what people will have you believe. In reality, as an employee, this is not a zero-sum game with other employees of other companies. I work a ton with folks from Google and not so much Amazon, Google and others too, outside of Microsoft. But mostly for people I work with outside of Microsoft, tons of people from Google that I work with. All right, why is this image pull back off happening here? Make file KEDA HTTP operator. We're gonna do dash o. Repository : tag. Oh, the tag needs to be, oh, okay. Tag needs to be latest. And pull policy needs to be always. Set image.tag. Okay, set image dot pull policy. If not present. Oh. Yeah, okay. Pull policy equals always. Might as well set the image. R slash KEDA HTTP operator. And now might as well put them all on their own lines here. All right. Make helm operator. Okay. Make helm operator. There it is. Okay. Alrighty. We should see this thing restart. There it is. Describe it. There it is. Operator latest. Sweet. Why? Why you freeze on me? Why freezing on me? Wow, this thing is... Yeah, Wiesel, I know. I learned that too late. By the time I learned that, my name was all... My handle was all over the internet. So here I am. Yeah, learned that too late. Yep. Yep. Creating. All right. Okay, now we're just waiting. The waiting game. Let's go see how big that image is, because I thought it was like 2 megs or something like that. R slash. Okay. I can probably delete this. Oh, it's huge. Oh, I didn't know that. I thought, oh, that was just that one layer. Idiot. Come on. Come on. That'll explain why this shit is so massive. Run container error. Why? Failed to start container chart. OCI container analytics start exec. No such file or directory. Ah. I probably should have checked that before. Let's check that. Let's check that before we move on here. Make Docker build operator. All right. The YAML file was for the Docker Compose, or is this specifically for a Docker build? Neither, actually. This file is for Kubernetes. It's kind of, so it will be for Kubernetes. It's kind of like a template for a Kubernetes manifest file. All these squigglies are Go templates. That Helm tool that I was talking about, it takes in those parameters that do the dash set, this stuff, takes in these, and then goes and puts them into places like dot values dot where is it? There you go. Dot values dot image dot repository corresponds to image dot repository here. So it fills these all in, then it submits it to Kubernetes. Containerization is not something you're too familiar with outside of using Docker Compose to build a container for Flask and Rails app. Yeah, I mean, from an app developer perspective, which is exactly what I'm building this for, it is that. from a DevOps perspective, kind of like one level down closer to the systems layer, it's more like a resource sandbox for applications. It's not a VM, but it does have some similar use cases for VMs, some similar use cases, but technically speaking, it's not a VM. That's important to remember if you're going down and you have to deal with like the systems layer. Talk about it that way. Yes, yeah. So this is deploying to the cluster, but there's two steps. I push the let's just push it up. I push it up to the repo, to the Docker Hub, and then I will kill it when it is done pushing up to Docker Hub, which it is. So delete. How K9S is really fucked up. Apparently I can't do that. Oh. No. What? KEDA HTTP. I want to delete it. That's just not cool at all. And, oh, didn't Docker die a second time yesterday? Yeah, I mean, Docker is a very overloaded term. So you kind of got to go into the history of it. But I won't. Suffice to say, the underlying technology that Docker built is in Kubernetes, and it will be forever. You can actually swap out. Actually, the Kubernetes that I am using right here does not. I believe it's either this one or the other one that I will deploy this thing onto. It doesn't actually use Docker. You can just swap out Docker for some of the underlying technologies that Docker built, and it'll still work. So Rockerboot Kubernetes doesn't support a piece of Docker that it did, but it's adding support. It actually didn't have to add support. It already had support for fundamental technologies that they put together themselves that support the same feature set. So I can do Docker builds over here and deploy them to Kubernetes, and it'll work. It's all good because Kubernetes understands the same formats and the same ways to run them and all that stuff. So Helm operator. You know, this terminal might be the problem. Maybe we can start up Hyper again. Okay. Cool. Let's shut this down. There you go. All right. Wow. What happened to you, K9S? Delete, please. Please delete. I swear this worked. Deleting has worked in the past. Might have to just do this a different way. We'll just do a Helm delete KEDA HTTP operator. Really? Oh, we need to do a namespace. Okay. Installing it now. Good. I'm not going to stretch. I'm not going to get up. I'll stretch. Run container error. Poor K. User local bin operator. Copy from builder. User local bin. Let's just build this, or let's run this locally. Docker run r/KEDA HTTP. Oh, what did I call it? Yeah, nope. r/KEDA HTTP operator. Oh, we need to, there's a way to override the entry point. Different way. To override the entry point, C group, CPUs, device, blah, blah, dash, dash, entry point. All right, user, where did I put it? User local bin operator. Ah, that's the problem. There you go. So we gotta do make docker build operator. I should have ran docker push operator too. So we gotta wait. Do the build. We know, we get it. I'll have to change that. What does overriding the entry point do? So Docker, I don't remember why they did this, but in the Docker file, they have two ways to specify what will run by default when someone runs the container. If they put no arguments and they just say docker run r/, what is it again? Docker run r/KEDA HTTP operator. In this Docker file, it's going to automatically run this by default. Even if you specify other commands on the command line. Let me docker push operator. So if I did like docker run r/KEDA HTTP operator, and then I did that, it would run user local bin operator space asd blah blah blah. So you have to override the entry point in a different way so that it doesn't automatically run this before, it doesn't automatically prefix this with that. But with command, you can do cmd whatever blah blah blah. And then if you specify that positional argument on the command line, it'll just override the command by default. So where's my helm delete? There you are. Make helm operator. Okay. Usually you'd see bin zsh or something following the run command. That might have been because people want access to the container without actually running the binary, which is what I just did with the entry point. So I did the same. I achieved the same thing as what I think people were trying to achieve when you saw, except I had to do it differently because of the entry point. So, are you failed now? You're failed again. 33 seconds. I swear, I must be missing. Yeah, I'm missing something. Oh, it's tab. It is tab. Oh. Oh. Idiot. Oh, it's running. Okay. We're in business. We're getting somewhere. Readiness probe failed. Why? Oh, I don't want a readiness probe. This is a thing. I want to delete these. I also don't want any ports. Because I am not an HTTP server. So I should see this thing restart. I hope. Yeah, there we go. Terminated running. Okay. All right. So we need now to submit an app. Oh. I wonder if we need to submit a deployment. I just think, you know, I think I can look at other code bases to see, and I have a link to one in the PR, OP of the PR, and I can see how they do this. I think they do this differently. Yeah, they do this manually. Start informer. Yeah, I might need to, I've got to test this out because they do a manual thing, and I think this is an abstraction over that I really hope I can use. But you know what? Let's just see. Let's try to find the docs for this and see. Where is my docs.rs? Cube. Actually, cube runtime docs.rs. Controller. Core building blocks, yes. Controller. Here, let me put a link to this. Where are you at, controller? Reconcile. Config map generator. Okay. Error policy. I get it. Okay. Oh yeah, you got it, Afroman. I missed that last thing. You got it. So I got to look up how to create a CRD as well. I might have some commented code there. Yeah, right there. All right, so I call this crd.rs. Hey, Milk the Others, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome in. So we're gonna do app new. Wait. I think I have to go to the front of these docs. Cube. Is there another one? Oh, there's an async Kubernetes. Okay, that's good. Good to know. Get a strongly typed handle of the Kubernetes API for interacting with the pods. I don't want to interact with pods. I want to deal with CRDs. Custom resource. Here we go. Okay, so this is creating the CRD. Foo new foo-1 with a foo spec. But does this create the CRD itself? Generate a new root object containing your spec and metadata. The root object will implement the metadata and resource traits that can be used with the Kube API. Hey, there we go. The generated type will also implement a CRD method to generate the CRD at the specified API version. So where is there an example of that? Okay. It will generate the CRD at the specified API version. I would love for this thing to just automatically generate Let foos, let CRDs, CRDs patch this. Boom. Okay. Now. Scott91, thank you so much for that sub. That really means a lot. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. That's huge. So I appreciate you, and thank you for being here, and welcome in. And I just want to repeat, all y'all are so nice for these subs. I do not expect you to sub like that. I just love it when y'all are here. So thank you so much. Thank you so much for being here. crd.rs. Let's just do pub fun. Create CRD. Results, nada. Copy that in. Okay. I probably should put the app spec over in here. And we're going to want to bring it in. Use, what am I going to use? Use CRD app and what else? I'll create CRD. Probably need both of those. Nice, nice. Yeah, I appreciate that new emote. Make build operator. Let's see if it works. Unexpected token. Oh, it's because I gotta bring in all these cool cats. Let's bring them all in. It'll just tell us what it needs and what it doesn't need. Okay. For real? What's wrong with you? Couldn't compile. Use the... I need to put a semicolon at the end there. Undeclared type or module. Do I need to make this lib.rs? I think I may. I think I may. But I don't think I need to have these now. I can get rid of app spec because that's going to be in the other lib. Man, these always get me. This always gets me. Kube derive, custom resource. Do I need to import lib? I mean, use lib. Unresolved import. What? Let's see how others did it. Oh, actually, how did I do it? I have an example right here. Use commands, : Oh, that's a subdirectory. Okay. So let's just do that. Let's follow that. We're going to do CRDs, and we'll just put a mod.rs in there. Okay, I really don't want to deal with this right now. Rest. RLS. I don't. So now we can do use CRDs. Okay. And we just want to use app. could not compile operator because it needs one of those. Undeclared type or module CRDs. Why? It's not that because I have mod.rs. I need to bring in create CRD as well. I swear, man, I swear this always gets me. Undeclared type or module CRDs. It's right here. Rust split into, oh, you know what? I will instead close some of these tabs out. Nice, Stupak. I'm leaving this up. I like the keyboard. Okay, what do they do in their case? They've got a librs. And then do a bunch of pub mods. Maybe I need to do that. Store mod.rs. They re-export stuff. Need to declare a module. Yes. How do I need to do something more though than just a mod.rs? I might need to put a librs in here. Use here, pub use. Ah, that's right. Pub mod. Okay. Thank you. Now maybe it'll work. There it is. All right. We got some good stuff here. I don't need it in the mod rs apparently. It's pretty involved, man. I don't know why. I wonder why they make it so involved. Must be at the crate root. Okay, so I need to bring these back up to here. Don't need log twice. I will spend like more time dealing with multiple file. Mod rs. Get rid of that. Forgot to save. Same deal. Surd YAML. All right, I need to bring surd YAML in. I'll deal with that. Yep. Foo. Custom resource definition. Where are you at? I'm guessing it's kube derive : custom resource definition. No. Where is it? Kube derive. Custom resource. So I'm guessing it's Okay, it's not in kube derive then. Is it going to be in oh, is it in Kate's Open API? Is it Kate's Open API maybe? Is that it? Okay, API extensions. Okay. Okay, that exists. Oh boy. All right, all right. I'm not gonna return a result. I don't care. What does this return actually? They return their own result? Ah, they return a standard result with an error. Okay, that's fine. I can do that. Client is where I swear yeah, use kube client. It's there. Pub async function. Consider importing one of these. I guess it's standard error. I don't remember what it is. I'll deal with it later. API app. We're gonna have to have a namespace. Oh boy. How do you convert a string into a static string? To owned. And do an explicit reborrowing. Okay. Okay. CRDs, API all client clones, CRDs patch. This is going to be apps.keda.sh. Maybe it's going to be scaled HTTP. That's fine. All right. Now, what the hell is SS apply? Patch params. Okay. So we've got an API and we're gonna get an API back, and then we're gonna do patch kube API patch params. How do you create one? You just straight up create one. Okay. Kube API, and it's gonna be patch params. Patch params. That's going to equal patch params. Dry run false. Patch strategy, I have no idea. Force false. Patch strategy, I don't know. And field manager, What the fuck is a field manager? Defaults to strategic. Only applicable to apply. So I can probably just do this. Is Rust gonna let me do that? Is it? It is not. I don't think it's gonna let me do that. Modules API. Patch params. How do I get a default one of these? I might not be able to get a default one of these. Let's just, can I get a default one of these? Dry run. False. Patch. Strategy, don't know yet. Force. False. And field. Manager. Name of the actor that's making changes. So I'll call this KEDA HTTP operator. And the patch strategy, we're gonna have to bring that in too. We're gonna call it a merge strategic. What's a strategic merge? Man, I don't want to read. Create the deployment, blah, blah, blah. Patch did not replace the containers, instead it added a new container. In other words, list in the patch was merged with the existing list. This is not always what happens, blah, blah, blah. In some cases, the list is replaced, not merged, with a strategic merge patch. I am not going to use a strategic, just because it seems like there's too much going on. Ah, crap. Close it. Modules API. There we go. Patch. Params. We're going to call it server-side apply. Okay. And then finally, the actual YAML. We gotta bring in insert YAML now. Ah, no. Serd 1.0. Assuming that also needs to be here. So, do I need to use it? it's up there. Okay, so put it with the JSON as well. Lots of crap. CRDs mod.rs. What? Okay, cannot find macro serialize. This is in CRDs mod.rs. Because we need to bring it in. Maybe I can't. Wait a second. I don't want to read how I feel every time I start. Yep. You got it. You get it. Sir derive. Unused import. So I can't derive stuff. Oh. Okay, I'm deriving custom resource. Can it derive serialize? Because of this. But they won't allow me to put this here. So Rust derive serial derive assert not top of crate. Okay. I get it. Use assert derive. Oh, we might not need to do. Do we not need to do that then? Use assert derive. Assert serialize. Deserialize. Okay. You're gonna complain again because of that. Okay, getting better. Use of undeclared type. Yes, you got it. App CRD. Right. You know what? Let's do that for now. Oh, no, we can't. We can't do that. Match. Match, patch. Res. Patch res. Res is a CRD or an error. And the error is what? Rust standard lib error. Oh, you know what? I can get an API error out of there, I think. Kube error. Custom resource definition. So that's going to be that. And I don't need API colon colon, or API extensions colon colon. Lumbinian DOS keyboard, and I put some new keycaps on it. Kind of funny because the existing DOS keyboard keycaps don't have a lot of tactile feel, and they, at least on mine, I have my 2 right now. It's cherry brown keycaps, but they sit really loose on top of the keycaps, like really loose. So there's travel up and down the normal amount, but there's travel side to side. I really didn't like it. And then over time, it's gross, but you know, we have oily hands and the oil starts to get on the keycaps and they get really smooth. And then the engraving starts rubbing off too. So those Habit keycaps have been way better. They've kept their feel. You gotta clean them, but they're easier to clean too. And they sit lower and tighter as well. So yeah, I mean, this is my favorite setup of all the setups I've had ever, actually, in 13 years plus of coding. I'm really, really happy with it. So I think we can do this. Maybe. Yeah. No. Let YAML equals surge YAML to vec app crd. And now we can pass in the YAML. So it's a result vec 8. So we need to do this. There it is. Okay. Couldn't convert the error to kube. Error implicitly performs a conversion on the error value from using the from trait. Ah, yes. Okay. So we need to map this. Oh, wait. ToVec returns a result vec 8. The result is, yeah, it goes into the standard. Oh, it uses a surd error. So is there a map error? Yeah. Now we need to do an error. Surd error. That's funny, man. It just has it already in it. Okay, so surd error. Really? Oh, it's a surd JSON error. Now we're talking about a surd YAML error. Kill me. What other errors do we have that I can just deal with right now? Dynamic resource. That's fine. Dynamic resource. There's a way to do a debug log colon question mark. Okay. So I think this will, well, this is getting us somewhere. Okay, one error. Similar path exists. Operator colon CRDs. Oh, because it's the crate root is the top of the chain. Oh shit. Okay. So our app is down here. I assume I don't know. I don't know why it's saying unused. But whatever. We're gonna do a create CRD. Why is create CRD not found? Needs to take in a namespace. Okay. And this is gonna be the wrong type. .await. That might still be the wrong. Oh, it's not. Okay. Sweet. Not found in Tokyo stream. Is that because I took out the future stream thingy? Yeah. Stream X'd. Yeah, it's working. All right, what's wrong? Not used. Those are in mod.rs. Okay. Start cleaning these up then. Okay. Don't think I need that. Or that. I'll leave that for now. Right, I know about that. Main RS, cert derive is not needed. Apparently, but I bet it is needed. Oh, okay. Cool. Now down here, CRDs is what? API all. You pass in the client. Oh, we can pass in a client here. Returns a result self. Kube client. We are going to not take ownership of it. Okay. Okay. We're getting somewhere. Underscore namespace, can do. One warning. Okay. So we should be able to make Docker, Docker build operator, Docker push operator, Helm operator. The whole shebang. We're getting somewhere. We are getting somewhere. Oh, crap. Yeah, changed dependencies up, so now we have to rebuild all the dependencies. This might take a little while. That's all right. We got a ton of Kubernetes docs open. We don't need CERD right now. let's learn about this. This is really cool. We have our fuzzy finder, I guess. Names, parameters, return types. That's super handy. I like that. I like that a lot. Thank you, docsrs. Okay, I think we can push. We're in a decent spot. It's all operator stuff. Okay. We are getting somewhere. I like it. Dead code on by default. Sounds good. Unused imports. Mod RS line 4. Oh, we don't use it. Okay. That's right. We don't use it because now we're passing it in. Actually, we should use it. Should do that. Because that's a best practice. Client type directly. Best practice. I read if you've got a type, use it directly. If you have a method, do something like kube.method call. Okay, it's running. Now we have made the thing. Now what does the thing look like? Name, image, port. So it's gonna be a, we gotta create this thing now. YAML. Okay. So I'm just gonna copy this mess. We're gonna do API version apps v1 extensions, I think. It might be v1 API extensions, I'm not sure. This is gonna have to become called something different. Rename this to kind equals KEDA scaled HTTP app or something. Oh, actually, we can just name it to scaled HTTP app. That's pods. It didn't create the app. Okay. We should log that. Yeah, let's log that. Okay. Oh, I should have done that too. I should have changed this. So scaled HTTP app. We're gonna bail out of this so we can call it a scaled HTTP app. And let's look at a Kubernetes. Oh, think I have a scaled object in here. Somewhere in YAML. I think I have YAML. There's no YAML in here? Bullshit. Maybe it's in the old one. Oh, it creates a scaled object on its own in the code. Okay, so there's got to be a KEDA example somewhere. Docs, concepts, scaling jobs, fine. KEDA SH V1 alpha 1. Okay. V1, just do it V1 for now. Scaled HTTP app, metadata, name is going to be test app. Forget labels. The spec is just going to be name, image, and port. Image, the old XKCD. Port 8080. Okay. Oh, it changed name. Now it's called Scaled HTTP app. All right. Check the old phone real quick. All right. Gotta go in 10 minutes. Let's see if we can get this at least logging. Is that it? Oh boy. Operator CRDs, that's right. Because it's called Scaled HTTP app now. Broken? There, okay. Where are you? Scaled HTTP app and Scaled HTTP app. Okay. Now we're in business. More business. Ooh, we're almost there. I think. Maybe it's not going to build it. And it's just going to fail miserably. So our main returns a result. Which should kill us. Yeah, it should bail. Oh, we're gonna have to oh, right here. To do make this settable via an end variable. Okay, running. It didn't do it. Patch strategy. You must serialize your data using CERD YAML. You need to do YAML for apply. Okay, so I think it worked. We're gonna do a match on it. How do you do a match again? I can never remember. Yeah, it's the arrow. Hash rocket. Print. CD created. Error. Failed creating CRD. Okay. Create CRD is going to return a CRD and an error. One of these and one of these. Okay. At least it'll log. It should log either way now. And actually, accidentally closed that. Now what's wrong? Everything is broke. Oh. Tuple struct or tuple variant. Is it that? Huh? Maybe we should just bail. Oh, actually I have an idea. Dot map. Okay, I think that might work. Three errors now. What did I do? I surely did something. Oh, no match. That's what it is. Okay. Something should get printed out now. At least like hello world. Starting up. Oh, come on. You got it. It's got to be the last one. So let's get some. Let's get some better. Here we go. High bangers. Come on, come on, come on. I've been logging the Nginx controller. Oh my. Oh my. Am I that dumb? Am I that dumb? I think I'm that dumb. Nope, I'm not.
Who did this? Who the freak ate my snack pack?
Okay. Okay. I think air it out. All right. Got to call it a day. I wish we could get it working. I wish. Let's find someone to raid.
Who the heck?
Yeah, for man, you're gonna have to. Yeah, you gotta tune in next time. I don't know what's going on, but hopefully we'll figure it out. I'm pretty sure we'll figure it out. I've been wanting to check out BBB for a little bit, so let's raid him.
You have the test recorder.
All right, y'all. I will probably be back tomorrow. Probably. Doing more of this. And I will definitely be back on Monday to do Advent of Code with Go, with Jennifer. It should be a great time. I think I will see you tomorrow. I will definitely see you on Monday. If I do not see you tomorrow, have a wonderful weekend. And that's all for me today. Peace, everybody. See you tomorrow.
I love the fact you mentioned like the test you can run on components without the browser. Like that's one thing that would be really powerful, especially like on the developer side, to be able to go through that there and then let the QA folks worry about the in-browser experience and all those tests. You make sure that things are working as far as code